Previously on Scotty Survivor, the 16 remaining castaways were faced with our biggest twist yet, the shipwreck. They competed in individual immunity, where Jess E. and Vita won immunity, while Sean and Troy went on a voyage to gain power in the game. With everyone in the game going to council together, it became a giant scramble, and Darion paid the price for its chaotic schemes. 15 are left. What will the new crews consist of, and who will walk the plank tonight?
It was fucking awful. I went through so much personal shit this week, and even at council, I was actually dealing with a lot. I was on the phone with the police, and so I thought I was going home. I didn't go home. They sent Darian home, which I agree with. I think he's a little snaky snake.
Seeing him get up with the idol around his neck and him getting voted out, I mean, what more could you ask for? Like, that's exactly what was supposed to happen.
My jaw was dropped the entire time his name kept coming up. I mean, you can't even see it because I had a mask on, but like, I was not expecting that one bit, especially after Mia told me she's gonna vote Keon out and didn't. So yeah, that's that.
I had to unfortunately lie to his face and tell him that we were voting Emily. And when the votes came out at council, it was pretty clear that he trusted us because he wrote down Emily, we wrote down Darion, and the big surprise was that I didn't get any votes. I really expected to get votes because that's what I'd heard from people all week, but it turns out Barbarossa was lying to us all week, saying that they were going to vote me, and then they voted Ola.
Calico pulled the biggest blindside of the season, I bet. Like, wow. I did not expect anyone to vote Darion. No one.
Hold on, there are a few people missing.
Where's Phoenix?
She's on the computer.
As you can hear and see, I feel like I'm decomposing. And it's just from a cold. Don't worry, it's a cold.
Darion got voted out, and that is because Calico has a closer alliance than we all thought. Because we were like, oh, Barbarossa's so close, like apparently they are close too. So Phoenix fucking lied to our faces about who she was voting for, so I don't trust Phoenix anymore. I got lied to by a damn freshman.
Mercury's in retrograde, so I'm gonna get a shitty crew. I'm gonna get a terrible crew where I don't get along with anyone. They're like, you didn't vote for Keon like you said you would. They're not gonna trust me. I'm gonna get voted off.
Phoenix voted, like, separately from our alliance, and, like, we thought she was voting with us. And, like, I'm not, like, mad at Phoenix.
I don't know jack shit about anyone on Calico. Like, it's so, and, like, why is there drama? It's, like, so stupid.
Oh my god, we're literally gonna pick us up one by one. I'm like gonna throw up. I'm literally gonna pick us up one by one.
Literally before we're, like, lining up to walk into council, Vita pulls me aside and is like, hey, we're voting Ola out. Like, we need to do this now. And I was like, oh, okay. Is everyone, like, because I was willing to do it. Like, I wanted to make, like, a move.
Before council, he sent me a screenshot of an email he got being like, use your idol, like, they are gonna vote you out, but you couldn't trace back the email. So I was like, this is weird. Like, I feel like they're just trying to, like, psych you out type of thing, so you use your idol and aren't safe next time. But no, that wasn't it, and I felt so bad.
Got confirmation that he received the email, but he still didn't play it. I'm like, what? No, like, it wasn't a trick, it wasn't a trap. I was just trying to help you. I don't know why he didn't play it. Like, all the signs were there. Oh, we were so close to greatness.
And I still somehow convinced him not to play the other, which is
no, we still don't know. He asked me, I sent it, and I was like,
It wasn't.
no,
Wait, what? An anonymous email?
I needed to find a way to convince Darion not to play his idol, and it's difficult because I did think of him as a friend, and I still do think of him as a friend, and it was nothing personal, it was just part of the game.
I was shocked by how aggressive the rest of Calico was towards the anonymous Scurvy Sam, like, I thought everyone was just gonna kind of be like, oh, that's weird. Like, yeah, that's kind of weird that happened. I don't know why, but it was like the Salem witch trials. I swear, they were like, who sent this email? Was it you? Could it have been Phoenix? No, it wasn't me. No, like I was like, holy cow, everyone, calm down.
Why would Phoenix do that? There's no reason Phoenix would.
Then who was it? It's not me. You can look through my emails.
To be fair, I understand the paranoia. I understand why they would react that way, but yeah, I feel like just out of the possible suspects, they probably have narrowed it down to being me.
He traced the IP address back to Keon, but Keon says he did not send it. So, it's a very weird situation because Darion knows his shit about computers, but he like actually did trace the IP address back to Keon. And so, I don't know, like, Keon could very much be lying about that.
Us and I better be on the same team. Just watch. Just because I said that, we're not on the same team.
If whatever the way this gets randomly selected, the majority caliber has to throw the challenge and then vote the Barbarossa.
Alright, we are now going to go through with the swap. Ola will be picking first per random draw. When you pick your buff, show it up to me, and I will announce what team crew you are on. Alright, Ola gets the first pick.
Are they new colors?
Ola is part of New Calico. Alec. Alec is part of New Barbarossa.
Wishing you good luck.
Lily picks a Barbarossa bot. Josiah. Josiah picks Barbarossa. Vita picks New Barbarossa. Paz. Yes. Barbarossa. Emily picks Calico. Vita picks Calico. Phoenix. Phoenix doesn't win a pool. Phoenix.
Is Phoenix a little shorter?
Phoenix picks Calico. Scott picks Calico. Sean picks Barbarossa. Keon picks Calico. Lexi picks Barbarossa. Troy picks Calico, which means Jesse has one buff left. Jesse has drawn the Verandi buff, which means that she is not on a crew for this council. That means that the crew that goes to council will vote someone off. Jesse will join that crew. She does not have to compete in immunity. Welcome to your next community challenge in brand new crews. Jesse is exiled for this round, cannot be voted out, is on a crew, will join the crew that loses and votes somebody out. Alright, your next community challenge is called Rings of Fire, and here's how it works. It's actually a memory challenge, so we are going to cover this center piece right here, which is actually a Tower of Hanoi puzzle. And when we say go, one person from each crew will run to the middle. We'll unveil it, you'll be able to see what's under it. When you think you got it memorized, one of you can say st. got it, or stop, or go, will put the cover back on, and you'll go back and try to replicate it. The first person who they think that they have the puzzle completed will call production over. They will have priority for a check. If you're correct, you get a point. If you're not, you can run back to the middle and unveil it again. First crew to get a majority of 7 points will win immunity, will be safe from the vote. Losers, you will be going to council, where the 6th person will be voted out of Scotty Survivor, Pirates Plunge. Alright, we've got Mia for Calico and Sean for Barbarossa. Go! They are both studying the pattern. We've got a Tower of Hanoi in the center. They can call stop at any point. Both taking their time. There is no rush. Yeah, just waiting. Take everything to stop. Take everything to stop. Mia barely even trying. Sean doing a lot of effort. Sean got half a piece on. Sean down for his last 2.
Check.
Sean thinks he is done. Let's get a check. Sean is correct. 1 point for the record. Mia was incorrect. We've got Kaz versus Keon. No talking.
Sorry, competitors.
All right, 3, 2, 1, begin. Kaz and Keon both looking at the puzzle. It's a little bit different this time. New arrangement each round. Kaz seems to be running order in her brain. Keon seems to just be playing.
Focusing. I'm trying to imagine it in my head.
Alright, Kaz seems to have it. Keon.
I can get it.
I'll take a check.
Keon wants a check. Keon is incorrect. Stop.
No!
Kaz was off by 1 piece. That is incorrect. Alright. We're having another round. Keon and Kaz, go. Keon thinks he has it.
Done.
That is incorrect.
No, I mixed up the lines.
Kaz is also incorrect.
Wait, do they just keep going until one gets
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Alright, Keon thinks he's done. He is incorrect. Kaz is correct. Let's go.
Oh, so hard!
Emily versus Alex. Go.
Okay, got it.
Emily thinks she has it already. Alex working pretty fast.
I can check.
Alright, Emily is going to go run check. I can tell you right now.
It's wrong.
Emily is correct.
No.
Yes. Stop means that stop. Emily seems to have an idea of what the puzzle is. It is incorrect.
Check.
Alex is also incorrect. And now it's great to see if we get it first.
Okay.
Alright, Emily thinks she has it. Emily is correct, gets a point for Alright. Stop. Alright.
It's incorrect.
Incorrect. Also incorrect. Vita is incorrect. Incorrect. Ola is incorrect. Lily
Incorrect.
is incorrect. And go. Keon is incorrect. Lexi is incorrect. 2. Chip. Troy is incorrect. Troy is incorrect. Josiah is incorrect. Vita is incorrect. Scotty is also incorrect. Vita is incorrect. Both of you incorrect again. We'll go around.
This is like never gonna happen. I'm just letting you know that right now.
We are going for round 2. Ola and Lily.
Ola is still saying the puzzle. Lily getting a phone call. Answers the phone call while looking at the puzzle.
Are you like shady girl?
Asking if somebody is a shady girl.
Let me get my immunity real quick, right?
At this point, it's just a standoff to see which crew is going to throw the challenge better. 1, go. He is correct. Both Scott and Vita sitting in this round. Round 5. Neither of them have gotten anywhere close to correct formations.
Is this the last round?
Yes. Vita is incorrect. Scott is actually correct. Alright,
10 seconds.
We're deciding it. So if you guys are gonna throw, can I just go home? Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah.
Bruh, if she wins, and then we sit here for the next 45 minutes. So exactly. Fine. No, I'm actually gonna try. I'm gonna give 100%. I promise you.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Both gonna go for it their second time.
Okay.
Alright, okay, Keon is correct. Alright, Ola versus Sean. It's a tie game. This one decides immunity. Survivor's ready. Go!
Got it. Got it.
Sean is correct. Barbarossa, for winning immunity, you will get a new idol clue. Okay. Calico will be seeing you, the sixth person for that Scotty Survivor by your son.
I'm on Team Verandi, which is from Season 2, because I am not on one of the teams, I'm not playing in the challenge, and I am immune for the next week. But both teams have a really good reason to throw this challenge so that they can get me. The new Calico wants to get me because they want to vote me out. And the new Barbarossa wants to get me so I don't get voted out and so that I can be on their team and help them out. Emily is fucked either way. Like, unless they introduce another new twist, but I'm a fish in a barrel and I'm really upset about it because I was just put in this situation. Welcome to your voyage. You have been selected to go on a voyage. On this voyage, you will be given a choice that will have the utmost effect on your game. There are 4 envelopes in front of you. 2 of these envelopes are advantages and 2 of them are disadvantages. Each envelope will only display a symbol. You have the choice to either claim the power or gift it to someone else right then. If you gift it to someone, production will deliver it to that person. All decisions are final. Once you open the envelope, the power is in effect. Choose wisely. I have a few ideas for what I can do to maybe convince them to keep me in the game, but it's so snaky. And it's so sneaky so early in the game. And I'm just like, I don't know how long I can last like that. Like, oh my god. I'll choose this one for me.
Okay, feel free to open it.
I'm already fucked anyway, you know. Oh, is cursing allowed in the final production? Oh, cool. I'm fucked anyway. Sorry about the way I did this. Congratulations, you have been given an advantage in the game. Ooh! You have now received the Truth Serum. This advantage forces everybody, including yourself, to reveal your votes at council publicly. Rather than going to the voting turn, you will all individually write your votes and then announce them when the votes are normally read. This advantage must be read before the first person goes to cast their vote. The last time you can play this advantage is Final 8. Use wisely. If you are voted out with this advantage, you must will it to someone else after your elimination. Cool. That's exciting. This was so much drama, and the only thing I'm glad about is that I love the fucking color green, and I can't wait to put this on my wall with my other Barbarossa. Again, I don't know what this thing is called, because it's really cool, and I feel honored to be able to have a rare Season 2 headband. Oh my god, I'm so upset!
It was obvious that my new crew was majority Calico and the new Barbarossa was majority Barbarossa. So we decided that we were going to throw the challenge because if the new Barbarossa went to council, one of my allies would probably get voted out.
If we lose on purpose, we can vote Emily out. It would be an easy vote because all the Calico would stick together, vote Emily out, and then boom, Jesse joins our crew. If we lose a challenge, we have another easy vote. So we get rid of 2 Barbarossas, and it was easy.
I was not a fan of how everyone acted while throwing the challenge. Kind of like the whole hamming it up like, oh, I didn't know what I was doing.
I was sorted onto the new crew that's basically all Calico and like none of my allies. I kept having to leave that crew to go call the police, and I would come back and I would hear Olda being like, oh, shut up, she's coming back. Like, read the fucking room. I'm sorry, but like, maybe I have more important shit to deal with.
Everyone was whispering while Emily was like 2 feet away, like, hey, we gotta throw, yeah, let's throw, and literally when we were all sitting on the ground, they were still whispering about throwing it while Emily was right there. I'm like, that's very disrespectful.
They like are being total dicks. They're very obviously throwing the challenge. I get to the point where I am just so overwhelmed and done, and I need to cry, and I'm not going to cry in front of these people. I'm not giving them that satisfaction. So I go, if you guys are going to throw the challenge, can I just fucking leave? And they're like, yeah. So I did.
Definitely things got tense at the last challenge, especially with the whole, like, I think Ola not meaning it the way it came out, but telling Emily to go home, and then Emily leaving and being really hurt, and that was all really bad.
I felt really bad about what happened at the challenge. I understand why she left. You know, it was very isolating, very ostracizing.
Obviously, Survivor is a game for fun, and there's really there's no room for that. And I personally feel bad that we went about it in that way, because I think that the game is so much more than just winning. I feel like, especially at because we're playing Survivor for fun.
Troy texted me to apologize, Phoenix texted me to apologize, and so does Stut, and I'm tripping the fuck out.
Throwing a challenge is usually never a good idea, but I'm also watching the new season of Survivor as it's airing, and it's totally a strategy, and when it works it's great, when it doesn't it's kind of devastating. So I'm just really hoping that throwing this challenge really doesn't come back to bite me.
Well, I'm going home. We looked for the idol all of Thursday. I can't fucking find it.
It was literally the original Barbarossa clue that we got. but just backwards. So instead of like UC George HW, it was like that just backwards. Like, I'm not gonna try to pronounce it good. So we were trying to like decipher like the differences between them and what it could mean. We were trying to figure out if there was any like backwards things on campus or like anything mirrored, because we thought it could be like a mirrored image.
It's Warner Hall, potentially.
Yeah, so I think it's Warner Hall because Warner mirrors the UC, and Warner Hall is also WH.
Right,
and
on the map.
So I don't know.
Bush. We had an idea that it was in the front bushes of the UC, but because there's so many, we were like, let's check everything else first, last resort, because we looked through there once and that was not fine.
Alright, so we're looking for the idol.
We know it's okay,
UC
so
bushes.
it's the same clue that Barbarossa got last time.
Yeah, it's
and then
George HW. I should have my mask.
Oh, it's like UC backwards, but like spelled out. So it's UC and then George HW Bush.
Yeah, UC and George HW Bush. So it's got to be here, right?
Did they find it back here?
I don't know.
The clue was given to us at like 2. Phoenix went and looked, and then I found it at like 2:30. I knew Phoenix was going to look for it, and so I told Josiah, I was like, oh yeah, I'll just like, we can go later. And then he was like, I'm heading to campus right now, I can look. And I was like, okay, I'll come too. So then, oh my god, my meeting gets off, I run to where Phoenix is. Phoenix is hiding. Where were you? Like, oh my gosh. Like the bush, and then there's this wall, and then the UC. I was behind the wall. Oh my god, and then, so she was hiding there. Josiah was texting me. I texted him how long to get here, just so that I could see how long we had. And he said 5 minutes. And so then I go to look in the bush. I go around the back, and it was so obvious. This one was so much easier than the last one. It was blue. Didn't even have to like move the bush around. I grabbed it. I run to Phoenix, who's hiding. I shove it in her bag. She gets up and runs into the UC. And then I text Josiah. I'm like, he's like, where are you? And I was behind the UC, and I literally turn the corner, and he's there. Did Barbarossa plant that after they found the first one? 6 in line at Barnum's throne within the walls. This key is sewn. Who's Farnham? The president of what? The school. So the 6th president. If y'all hit it in some pest control thing, I don't think that's right. I'm really scared of doing this in the daylight. Yeah. But like, no one can see us. I found it. Oh my god. I looked in the reflection, bitch. Oh, that's so funny. I looked in the reflection. Me too.
This isn't as exciting as the first.
Mm-hmm.
It's different.
It's different?
What is this?
Bro.
Oh, it's wet.
I'm kind of suspecting that Hasnai found a fake idol.
Eventually, in like end of my list, because like I said, it is treacherous looking through these UC bushes. I'm like, okay, there's no other option. I need to check the front of the UC bushes.
I better get fucking screen time, that's all I'm saying.
It fucking hurt. Like, oh my god, like I was wearing like sweatpants and I thought that would be good because it would be like thick enough to like, you know, not hurt, but it hurt.
Construction and was like, what the fuck is this box? And then like threw it away. That would suck. Oh my god, wait. Oh my god, and it's just, wait, there's nowhere to hide it from. Oh my god, okay.
I found it. So that was really exciting. I was like Like, I was freaking out trying to find a place to, like, open it where I wouldn't be, like, looked at.
Okay, we're gonna... I'm like, fuck, I need to, like, give this to Emily. So I go up towards Warner Hall, you know, funny, going back to where we so thought it was. I go to a nice, like, secluded bench, and I call Emily up, and I'm like, hey, I'm feeling kind of out of it right now, you know, can we hang out?
I'm, like, still finding fucking twigs in my hair. Like, I'm down to keep searching. I just want to, like, hang out with someone.
She was, like, right actually really close to where I was. So she was like, yeah, of course, babe. Like, I'm on my way.
It's a matter of, like, finding the idol. Like, bestie, I have some news.
What?
Yeah.
What's the news?
She's right here. She's a little sweaty. But yeah, here you go.
Shut the fuck up! Lexi texts me asking me to come help her search for the idol, and, well, Lexi is that bitch! Lexi is that bitch, bro!
It is all yours.
How the fuck did you do this?
Like, searching it was in the front of the UC bushes. Like, and I was, like, in there. It was just fucking tucked in between, like, two of the stones. I was really annoyed. But yeah.
I'm in love with you.
She is without a doubt one of the strongest motherfuckers. I've said this so many times in my confessionals. I love this girl through and through. I'm so happy I met her. I don't even, outside of this game, she is one of the kindest people, and inside of this fucking game, she's phenomenal.
It was a really good feeling. So I'm glad, you know, that I found it and was able to give it to her. And it also solidified our relationship a bit more, I think, you know? Like, love her. I think, you know, I'm really close with her, but it was nice getting to get even closer with her.
And it's not just you, like, I really like Phoenix, and it's also Jesse next round. Like,
I know.
If and you stay in, like, you guys can be solid next round.
I'm just glad that Emily is safe for this round. I wanted to do everything I could, and I'm glad it worked out, you know. She's gonna be able to vanquish Ola, you know, her arch nemesis, I guess, at this point.
You know what? I'm going to... violence is never the answer when it's televised, so I will not be pulling any violence, but I cannot wait to see the look on that little bitch's face.
Tensions were high because we both thought we were super clever. We were like, guys, we gotta throw the competition, because usually every challenge, like, everyone goes super hard because everyone wants immunity, obviously, because all of our main alliances are, like, with our own crew. But then we were like, oh my god, we gotta throw it so we can evict someone on the Barbarossa team, like Haz or Josiah or literally whoever else the other person is.
Jesse, who Vita and I are in an alliance with, got freaking green bandana or buff, and then was put. And whoever lost the challenge, she was gonna be put on their team. So we had reasons to throw the challenge. But also, Calico had reasons to throw the challenge. So, like, at the challenge, we were both throwing it.
Both crews were trying to throw it to get Jesse on their crew. Our side was also trying to throw it to keep Emily safe, but also to get Jesse. And at one point, we both, like, realized what was happening. And then it was very obvious. We both made it very obvious we're throwing it, such as Lily being on her phone, obvious. Which it is what it is.
It was Wednesday, so everyone wanted to go to Shady Grove, and we're all in Baker Hall, just doing, like, freaking puzzles, children's puzzles, but no one was actually doing it because no one wanted to win. It was pretty tragic.
There was this absolute stalemate between Lily and Ola, and it was excruciating. And so then it was, like, pretty obvious what people's intentions were.
The crew that I'm on has a majority Barbarossa, which is great. That means that if we if we lose, we can vote people out.
Do not trust Lexi, do not trust Josiah, do not trust Sean, do not trust Mira, do not trust Lily, do not trust Alex. Wait, Alec. Do not trust anyone. anybody.
The new Barbarossa crew, and like me and Haz and Sean are on it, and that's it, and we're like screwed if we lose. We're obviously in the minority here, and we gotta reel somebody in.
Genuinely have no idea what people are thinking overall, and who, like, perhaps like Barbarossa would want to vote out, because I don't know like what their crew is thinking, and they kind of have all the control.
If one of us needs to stay, we need somebody on our side. And right off the bat, I was thinking it's Alex. Because Alex seems like he's just trying to be friends with everybody.
He doesn't really care about the old crew.
He doesn't.
Like division.
He doesn't. And he literally said that. He's like, I just want to, this is like a new crew. I want to win.
I don't even know if we'll be really split along old alliance lines. So over the next couple days, you know, gonna try to figure out who I want to reach out to and like maybe make alliances with. I feel like I really got along with Alec and like we kind of vibed.
I actually really like Alec. He's like a big homie. We were really vibing today. Have a lot in common.
I like you a lot. I like all you guys, you know? And I'm trying to really just move away from like, okay, it's Calico and it's Barbarossa, you know what I mean? Because like,
I want to do that too. But I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't think some of the other Barbarossa people will be like that. I like Josiah. I started to talk to Sean and Haz as well, and I like them too. And it just comes down to strategy and who you're gonna vote out. It's like Josiah and I have planned to like chill and hang out, and now I might have to vote. And I don't want to vote him out. In all honesty, it's like you guys are outnumbered.
yeah.
And that's, I don't really know what to do with that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because
right.
like, I like you guys, and
yeah,
you
we
know,
like you too.
I genuinely like could see Josiah as a friend in the future. And like, I don't want to betray him. I don't want to vote against him. You know, it's just like, it's like Jesse and Emily are food for them. Maybe Phoenix. I don't know about Phoenix though. And Josiah, Sean, and Haz are food for us. Because if we lose, we have majority Barbarossa. We can just vote them off.
I feel like we could definitely work together, possibly.
Mm-hmm. Who would you have wanted to vote for?
Off top, it probably would have been like Lexi or Vita, but my mind kind of changed today about Vita. I'm actually pretty hesitant about voting Vita out.
Okay.
Because I think she's good. I think she could help us win challenges. Lexi's giving me bad vibes, man. I don't know.
She gives me bad vibes too.
You know, so like,
but I don't know if I'd be able to turn the other. I don't know if I'd be able to turn the other two on her.
I'm hoping that his allegiance to some of his crewmates so far isn't too strong. Because I feel like I could work with him. It could be really helpful to our crew, but I don't think they're loyal to us. That's the thing. I feel like Josiah might be, just because he and I were really talking and hitting it off, but I swear, if he's doing that just to get like close to me, and like, that'll make me mad. I could maybe reel in Lexi, maybe Lily, but that's gonna be tough. Because I feel like Lily and Vita are still really tight.
I trust Lexi a little more than I do Vita and Lily.
Uh-huh.
I think they're stronger players. Like, they obviously win over, like, I'd say any of us.
My relationship with Haz, because I feel like that's going to be really vital to my game for at least, you know, the next period. And like early merge.
They're scared about like your relationship with Phoenix, and I was like, well, I mean, like there were so many different dudes, like Vita and
are definitely like a duo, like and I'm like, you guys would work with us.
Lexi's maybe the only person I trust. Like, I don't know if I can trust Sean and Josiah. Like, obviously I trust them more than like Vita, Lily, and Alec, but I'm still kind of weird.
Her and I are getting really close. I really, really like her. She's so nice. And then obviously I'm close with Jessie still, and I need to get closer to Phoenix. But I really think that the four of Jessie, Phoenix, Haz, and I can be like a tight four and really work together.
Like, we all thought the same thing, where like Alec wasn't really connected to Barbarossa, because we were like, oh, he probably would have been the next one gone. Yeah. Like, maybe he'll see that and work with us.
This is the least ideal team possible. Like, this is what I did not want. I trust Ola more than I trust the people on this team. Like, I feel like Ola would have my back more than these people.
It's not going to be that simple of just the Barbarossa people going to the end together, you know, especially with everything happening with me, not really trusting Vita. I feel like it's going to break sooner rather than later.
Me and my boyfriend take pinky promises very seriously.
I take pinky promises so seriously with my boyfriend.
I will never like write your name down.
Two Barbarossa, two Calico people, just kind of working together between the two crews.
Sean went on that voyage after the cup on the head challenge, and he has some advantage because Troy also went on the voyage and he got a disadvantage. So like apparently Sean has an advantage, but we don't know what it is. Maybe we should like ask. I don't know. I have not asked. Maybe someone, I don't really know. So like basically our options are Haz and Josiah.
I can use my advantage. That's like the one thing I have going for me in this game.
So basically my advantage is I can choose one member of production to kick out of Scotty Survivor.
What the fuck is he talking
When you show me that I can trust you, I'll tell you.
I feel like this game went from very much in control, like I felt like I knew what was gonna happen at the next couple councils, to very much not in my hands at all.
I feel like I'm good on my side. I don't think I have anyone that's like actively trying to get me out, even with the Calico that was brought on. So right now I'm just trying to see how I can help Emily and Jessie stay safe. And I think right now we just have to throw challenges in order to keep them safe. We're gonna be like a lot less obvious this time, but you know, same gist.
We want to win, and I know Alec wants to win. Yeah. He wants to win.
Talked to Phoenix today. Phoenix is like, her and Keon and Mia, they're tight and they're all power hungry and shit.
We are over it. So between, I'm thinking Ola, because she's, of course, the ringleader. We need to get her out before she like freaking picks us off like cherries. Fucking Ola crying. Ola cried? Yeah, she cried. Okay. I get off the phone with, once again, the police. She's like, I know you only have your name written down once, but you don't know how hard it is to have your name written down. I was like, why would she did you even say anything? No. Brett. I was just like, bro, read the fucking room.
Ola was very pressed that she got any names. Actually, I feel like that might have been the most traumatic thing that's ever happened to her in her entire existence. Which, I guess, boo-hoo.
I got the sense that she and Troy are not super tight with, like... Stut and Troy? Yeah, that Stut and Troy weren't super tight with, like, Ola, Keon, Mia.
I will continue to campaign against her and her little trio of evil little witches till the day I die.
Stut does talk to Ola, but she is, like, more quiet, so I feel like she doesn't really talk to anyone else. Ola was, like... She's so obviously, like, will do anything to get anyone but her out. And that freaks me out. I don't know how everyone else isn't freaked out. I feel like it would be easier to get Troy than it is to get... Wait, I have to let you in on a little secret. What? So, Troy's disadvantage was that he has to vote the same as me for the next 3 councils, or else he gets a vote in for himself.
This round I got tethered to Phoenix, so really gotta make sure that we're on the same page.
I'm a disadvantage. So yeah, but he usually votes with the majority anyway, so I think, yeah.
So if we're on the same side, he's voting. Okay.
Had a pretty long talk with Emily today, and I learned a lot of interesting information, and it was all pretty good information. The way that whole challenge everyone was acting, I was like, I don't like this. Apparently Phoenix, talked to her after the challenge and heard about what kind of happened with all the throwing and everything. And apparently Phoenix was very upset about that, and she was indignant that one of the Kian, Mia, Ola group has to go home.
She was also talking about how Mia, Kian, and Ola are she was it's at least when Phoenix was saying that when she was on Calico, she was the power is going to their heads.
Okay. That actually makes me really glad that Phoenix said that. That was music to my ears because I didn't really know where Phoenix stood as of this crew swap. But hearing that she is targeting the same people that I want to target is great. They were definitely running the show they're very confident in their abilities, if that makes sense. I mean it was very clear. They don't make it a secret, I think, that they kind of call all the shots and everything, and
it was like that the whole time.
Sort of it's not they were a blatant trio, I would say, but I could just tell individually each of them had close relationships with one another. And ever for both the DK vote and last round, I just basically heard from other people oh yeah, they said this will be what the plan is.
No!
And all that stuff. Mia and Kian are aligned in more ways than one. Apparently they're also kind of a real life couple, I guess. Not that this game isn't real life, but realer life. This is according to Emily. But that was surprising for me to hear. Well, I guess not that surprising. I mean, I was born at night, but not last night.
Phoenix and I were thinking about maybe trying to get Ola out.
I definitely am down.
Yeah.
I don't want to give false promises or say anything like that, but I genuinely was concerned about that group on the original crew, and now I'm still concerned about them. Emily was pretty insistent on wanting to vote Ola, which wasn't a surprise because they apparently have beef. That's not apparently, sorry, it's very obvious to everyone in the world that they have beef. So Emily's preferred target is Ola. She did, however, also seem receptive to the possibility of voting for Mia, which is kind of the route that I would like to take.
It would be so funny to see her have to get this bottom line. That would be good.
that could be very interesting for sure.
Oh, I don't know.
They don't need to make a decision yet, but
I think we should though. Phoenix really wanted Ola out.
I do still have loyalty to Ola. I appreciate especially that she and Sean did not vote me out in the first round when they easily could have. And I feel I should kind of return the favor in that regard. But I also know that, at least as of late, I don't believe that Ola's loyalties lie with me. I think I'm just kind of a number, and she's just kind of keeping up the Fuku crew charade to try to keep me in line. And I was talking to Stut, right after the challenge, and I mentioned the exact same power trio to her. I'm kind of wary of that. And she, didn't seem totally convinced. She was oh yeah, it seems Mia and Ola are pretty close, but, I don't know if all three of them are doing anything. But
maybe let her know that,
if I let her know what you said, that might kind of also help change her mind a bit. Someone else, in addition to me, obviously will have the thought that what if Emily has an idol too? And I'm kind of convinced they would split the votes on me in that scenario, which means if we don't have enough votes against someone else, then I would go home, which is why I would like to try to get Stud to join us in making this move as well. Emily mentioned also something too that, what I mentioned quickly, that night we were leaving to you, was that I was kind of nervous about Mia, Kian, Ola as a trio. Emily kind of said she noticed the same thing, how they were sitting together at the challenge and stuff. And I didn't really get the chance to talk fully when we were leaving because it was just quick, but also last week, whatever, before we swapped, Sean mentioned how Ola and Kian and him were hunting for the idol together or something.
That people were just gonna rally around Emily. And I was honestly pretty fine with that. Definitely felt kind of bad because really just Emily got pretty unlucky being stuck as the only person from her old crew on this new one. That definitely sucks.
Scary to say names, but do you have anyone in mind when we're talking about organizing a last minute thing?
If we were to kind of vote for that group, then I feel like it might make the most logical sense to vote one of Mia or Keon, just because one, like you said, they're a duo, and then also I think Ola and Emily really don't like each other, so there wouldn't be really a big chance of them working together in the future.
I also didn't realize apparently they're a trio. I know I don't know, Troy and I were kind of worried about that because coming out of that last challenge when things got super tense, the three of them kind of I don't know, we're hanging out later and we both had to go, so we went home, and then I don't know, who knows what happened there and how long they were hanging out for. But yeah, anyways, they seem to have kind of stood off as a little trio.
Hey guys.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
We were all kind of maybe we should do something different. I first threw out, I think, Keon's name. And I forget, I think Phoenix was kind of more let's go for someone else in the Keon, Mia, Ola group.
I feel like Ola's the bigger threat, and that's why I'm kind of leaning towards her. But if majority of you are thinking Mia, I'll be okay with Mia. That seemed kind of wary. She said she got really close to Ola, but I didn't think she was any closer than Kaz and I were to Ola. I think Mia's really close to her.
I'm hesitant to do it because I've definitely gotten tight with Ola, and so I would I don't know, I feel bad.
I don't know, I've been pretty tight with Ola. She's been totally nice. That's been a pretty reliable alliance.
I'm gonna meet with her soonish, and I'm kind of scared.
Met with some of Gal Pals.
Emily is on her own right now.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna give her.
And so is she. I think that it is time for her to go. And also Calico Alliance. So I think that's gonna happen.
I'm pretty sure that Barbarossa found the idol over the weekend. And there's a really good chance that they may have given it to Emily, and Emily's gonna write my name down, and I'm gonna go home.
Lexi did find an idol, Vita told me, because I sweet-talked Vita last night during dinner. If she found an idol, she would keep it for herself. I said, Vita, I really think you should keep the idol, because I want you to be safe, and I want you to go to the merger. And I sweet-talked her so much that the second Lexi got the idol, she told me.
I also don't think, to be honest, I don't even know if I want to say this, I don't think she would show up if she knew she was getting voted out. Because after the challenge, she was really distraught. Yeah. So I don't even think she would show up if she didn't think she had a chance to stay in the game.
I kept telling her, you should keep it in the team, you should keep it in the team, but she was being more distant than usual, so I have a suspicion that Emily might have the idol. She also looked very happy.
Yeah, a little too happy to be for someone who knows that everyone's gonna vote her out.
Lexi's very sneaky, and Lexi could very much keep the idol, but I want Emily out.
I heard that Ola was bringing in the personal drama to Survivor. But when I met with Mia and Ola, they were like, we don't like how Emily is making everything personal and making personal attacks. And I was like, that's not what I heard.
I'm getting voted out this week because she's got an idol that she's bringing. And I know she's more likely to write my name down than Keon.
It seems to me pretty obvious that Emily has an idol. Now, if she were to play it, I assume that she would vote me or Ola. So that gives a 50-50 tonight. And we don't want a 50-50.
I was thinking that maybe there's some way out of it. Because all it would take for a revote in that case is for me to write someone else's name down. And So, I started thinking like, whose name can I write down if Emily plays an idol and we have to revote?
The only person that's not writing Emily's name down is me. Are we sure about that? Because we have to be certain that Keon and Troy are all gonna write down.
Troy's gonna write down.
Right, Troy. Okay, Troy.
Yeah.
If he doesn't write down, who you're writing down, he's going home.
Everybody loves Troy. But I think writing his name down is going to put the least amount of blood on my hands.
I've had some conversations with Ola, and something we've considered doing, which breaks my heart, is voting for Troy.
I was talking to Keon, and we kind of decided on our own that both of us are going to write Troy's name down and let everyone else vote for Emily.
If Ola and I vote for Troy, that's 2 votes Troy. Everyone else votes Emily. That's like 4 people. And then Emily votes for whoever she thinks she wants out. So whether that be me, Ola, or anyone in Calico, that makes the votes, if she uses an idol, for Emily, 1, whoever Emily votes for, and then 2 votes Troy. Which means if she uses an idol, Troy goes home, and if she doesn't use an idol, she goes home.
If we have to go to a revote, the Gal Pals said that they'll vote to keep me in the game over Troy.
It's heartbreaking because I really like Troy, but it seemed like it was the only person we could vote out with the least repercussions, because it seems like everyone loves Troy, but it would have a lot more of an effect on the whole original Calico group if someone else was voted out. So it's really sad, but if she plays her idol, under my impression of who I've trusted, it seems like Troy will be going home.
The plan is to fill in Stut.
I don't really want to send Ola home.
She brought up Stut's name. I told Stut, but I don't know if that was the go-to move.
Apparently Ola threw out my name and Troy's name because we don't have that much time to commit to the game, which it kind of hurt to hear that Ola threw my name out there. But honestly, she has a point. To be fair, I feel like I definitely don't have as much time.
I feel like Stut, sees the little game I'm playing, if you can call it that.
I can definitely see Phoenix just having, made up all this, Ola threw your name out there stuff, and, secretly being on board with, Ola and Mia especially. That honestly, I want to trust Phoenix, but, I can totally see that.
I think Stut is wary. I'm kind of nervous about her.
I feel like I can trust this, me, Phoenix, Troy, and Emily squad, but it all feels really new. And I don't know, I can totally see someone just, changing their mind last minute.
If Phoenix would also be on board with voting Mia, then we could do that without Emily, because this is assuming everyone else votes for Emily, and then, it's 1 and 2, Ola, Mia. So we could do it without Emily technically too. I would like to rope Emily in on it.
That sounds like a plan.
Sorry to just spring it on you.
No, I think it's a solid plan.
Maybe we should have all just stuck to the, let's stick together as Calico and vote Emily out plan.
Not super confident things will go my way.
Thank you, Lexi. I think this is going to turn the tides. I just can't wait to see her smug little face.
Emily should be getting voted out. That is, unless literally everyone is lying to me and I'm the one getting blindsided.
Anything can happen in Survivor. Anyone can have an idol, and anyone can change their vote.
Come on in, Calico crew. We've survived the shipwreck. We've survived one of the most interesting challenges in Scotty Survivor history. Let's unpack that together and then finally move to the next person voted out as Scotty Survivor. Start with Troy. Walk me through, what were your thoughts when you first saw this new swapped Calico crew?
Well, I was very happy because this crew is full of familiar faces from original Calico, and also a nice new face with Emily. So I thought we have a pretty powerful group here. The challenge, things happen, but
there you go.
But I like to believe that we won't be back here very often.
Stud, do you have a similar approach to this? Are you scared that so many of the people that you were previously playing this game with, that you might have to backstab them if the crew becomes smaller in size, or are you happy to see possibly some familiar faces?
I just felt bad for you when this was announced. Like, the likelihood that you're the only Barbarossa on the team is
Very
crazy.
small, actually.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I was surprised, but like it's good for me. So.
Makes sense. So, Emily, we'll cut to the chase. Walk me through your thoughts here. You're by yourself. How you feeling?
Yeah, not ideal. Really missing my Barbarossa people. Definitely missing Vita and like her contortions during council. But it's okay. I mean, I like playing this game anyway, so.
You sound like you've already given up. Have you done anything this week that has like tried to make it not you?
Not really.
Okay. That's totally fair. Totally fair. I'll go to Phoenix next. So Phoenix, last time you're at council, you were on a computer. Now we're back to in person. Walk me through the dynamics of this group. Is it obviously going to be Emily, or do you think there's more underneath the covers?
I don't know. It's like the council over Zoom. I feel like I didn't really get a full picture of what happened, and I couldn't really pick up on body language and that type of stuff. So I feel like I can't really comment on what the dynamic is like. And yeah.
I want to go to Ola next. So clearly, both of the crews were trying to do their absolute best to end up at council this week. Can you give me a summary of what happened at the challenge? Why was it this crew that failed more miserably successfully than the other crew?
I think this crew was more successful at failing because we were the first to attempt to fail. Once the new crews were drawn, it was clear that Calico and New Barbarossa would be in trouble if they went to council, whereas maybe Calico here would not be in as much trouble if we went to council.
So then Mia, clearly there's one person on the outs here. As a crew, you tried to throw the challenge. It's well evident to everyone here in this game. But there's still many advantages. Troy talked about his disadvantage for the voyage at the last council. Whether or not we believe him is still yet to be seen. But are you afraid of an advantage, an idol, something else coming to just ruin your plans tonight?
Honestly, yeah. I am kind of scared of that.
So what are you doing to make sure it doesn't happen?
There's not much I can do.
Okay. Interesting perspective. Finally, Keon. So, regardless of who gets voted out tonight, they're going to remain a crew of 7 people because Jess E will be joining this crew afterwards. So, what are your thoughts there? Is Jesse going to automatically be the next person on the chopping block? Are you going to try and now create new groups afterwards? What's going on in your head?
To be honest with you, I've no idea. I don't know if I'll be here. Hopefully, I will. I want to be here, so I think that's a problem to figure out after this council, and that's a problem to think about right now.
With that perspective of really privileging the here and now, anybody who wants to share anything now with the entire crew, this is your time to do so. Seeing none, get to the vote. First up,
I'm voting for Emily, but I can clearly see the idol on her neck because she doesn't wear that type of jewelry. So I know she's going to use the idol, and I know that they have the idol. So this might not work, but if it works, good.
Alright, Lexi, we are all dying to know if you gave Emily that idol, and if so, Troy, it's so sad that you happen to be collateral damage.
With that, I'll go tally the votes.
One more time, but jazz it up.
With that, I'll go tally the votes!
Okay.
Oh, wait. I have a thing.
Yeah, I was going to say
Well,
that.
you look like you were opening it, so...
Sure. We can go straight to it.
Okay.
Would you like to tell me what this is?
Oh, it's a hidden immunity idol.
And who are we playing it on?
Part of me.
Okay, the rules of Survivor state that when a hidden immunity idol is played, all votes against the person it's played on will not count. This is a real hidden immunity idol, so all votes for Emily will not count. With that being said, are there any other idols or advantages that like to be played? Okay. Going back to what I was saying earlier, I have the votes. I will now read the votes. First vote. Emily does not count. Ola. Troy. That's 1 vote Ola, 1 vote Troy, 4 votes remaining. Troy. That's 2 votes Troy, 1 vote Ola, 3 votes remaining. Ola. We'll try it again. 2 votes Ola, 2 votes Troy, 2 votes remaining. Ola. 3 votes Ola, 2 votes Troy, 1 vote remaining. Final vote. Next person voted out of Scotty Survivor Pirates Plunge. Ola. Ola, please bring me your torch. Ola, your ship is sailed. It's time for you to go. With that, some crazy expressions in the audience tonight, some relief faces, some surprise faces in the first idol play of the season. It's about to get a lot more spicy from here. Jesse will be joining your crew back at camp. Take it easy. Have a good night.
Yep.
Next time on Scotty Survivor.
I had a feeling. I played a pretty big game. Pretty much co-led 3 blindsides, so I thought if I weren't me, I'd vote me out for sure. So it's good that they got me out now. So it is what it is, and yeah, really glad that I made some friends along the way.
Ola, more like adios.